Okay, for the second part of the task today, where we're building sentences, this time with the elephants, I'd like to see you using two noun phrases in your sentences. So we should still have a verb, we should still have a capital letter, we should still have a full stop, but we should also have two noun phrases in there. Now, I'm going to just go back to what we looked at in the first video. And this is an example of a sentence that's got two noun phrases in it. We've got the hungry elf and we've got the my delicious biscuits. So we've got two noun phrases rather than just a noun phrase and a verb. So it's a little bit more complex and it's starting to build a more interesting and descriptive sentence. Now I'm just going to compare it to our very first sentence. We had the happy octopus was kicking the ball. This time the ball is just a ball. It's not had any description added to it. So we could have improved this sentence by adding an adjective describing that ball. So we'd have had determiner, adjective, noun, making it, I don't know, the heavy ball, the soft ball, the white ball. So just trying to expand our description a little bit more. So to do that, we've got this nice picture of these elephants in the water. So we've got two elephants. I could think about the colour of their hide, their tusk shape. And we've got the guy who's helping them across the water. So that could be a verb, or is he washing them? It's up to you. It's your descriptive sentences. We could be describing the water. We could be describing the sky. We could be describing the trees around it. There's lots to describe. So remember, in each sentence, you're describing two things. Now, the elephant could be a noun, and the elephant's tusk could be another noun. So, it could just be describing two parts of the elephant. It could be the elephant's trunk and his ears. It could be the man's shirt. It's up to you. So we're making sentences with two noun phrases in them. Remember the capital letter, a verb, and two noun phrases, and then a full stop at the end. The final part of this task is a challenge task. Now, this is called writing to impress. So here we've got an image of an elephant going for a walk through the woods or through the jungle and the sunlight beaming down. Now, for these, I don't mind how many noun phrases you use it. I'd like every sentence you write to have a noun phrase, to have a capital letter, to have a verb, and to have a full stop, to make sure it's a sentence. But we're looking for you to really impress. So I'm expecting to see ambitious vocabulary. Are you going to go for fronted adverbials, adverbs, fronted adverbials telling us when it happened or how it happened, or adverbs or adverbials giving us extra information about how the verb happens. So I've done an example one for you, and we're going to improve it together as well. So this time I've got last week. So I've got last week, comma. So it's a fronted adverbial of time. It's telling me when something happened. And when we did these in school, because it's a fronted adverbial, it's got a comma after it. And I've got the hungry lion. So I've got a lion, and I know that he's hungry with an adjective and a determiner. So I've got my noun phrase going on there. And I've got him escaped through the old perimeter fence. So escaped is quite an interesting verb, isn't it? It's not just that got through the old perimeter fence. And then the old perimeter fence. I've got a bit of a spelling mistake going on there, so I'll have to correct that before I hand it in. So through the old perimeter fence, I've got a noun phrase there with fence, and I've got old perimeter. Now, it's not actually a sentence yet, so if I submitted this, there's a couple of issues with it. I'm hoping that you're spotting them, and if any luck, you're shouting at the screen. Perimeter, I've obviously spelt wrong. There's also another reason that this is not yet a sentence. I wonder if anyone could, I would say, no, this is the point normally in class where I'd say, is anyone can tell me? If there's another adult in the room, do you want to pause it and tell them why this isn't a sentence? Or if there's another child in the room, you could go and show off what you know. But either way, hopefully you've spotted that this is not a sentence because we have got no punctuation at the end. That at the moment, I may have got a capital letter at the beginning, but I haven't got any punctuation at the end. So I need to make sure that I've got punctuation in it at the end to make it into a sentence. Now, I could just have a full stop, but there's an element of told you so, because I did tell you all at the beginning of the week in maths, if we didn't have a perimeter fence, the lion could escape. So I'm going to put an exclamation mark in there. Now, I could also sort out my spelling of perimeter. Then I'm ready to submit that one. However, I could also improve it a little bit more. Now, I've said about one of the things we could look for would be an adverb. I'm going to add an adverb. So I've got my verb escaped. If I add an adverb, that'll be telling me how the escape happened. So I'm going to make it into sneakily. So last week, so fronted adverb of the time, the hungry lion, noun phrase, sneakily escaped through the old perimeter fence. That is a much more exciting sentence. So there's no rules as such for this last one. I'm only looking for 3 sentences. But I'm looking for you to really impress and excite and show off what you can do with your writing. So 3 boxes for you to put in your ideas. Have a go, see what you come up with, and then hit submit at the end. Well done. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you write for this one. You might not get as instant feedback for these because we're going to have to look at these rather than the automatic marking that gives you a quick result. So enjoy, and this is your chance to write something exciting. Just remember capital letters, full stops, and verbs in your sentences. Have fun.